Shaltosh kel sila troulul tuin yana Shaltosh unten sila ibahali ulul kwala Shaltosh kurtek sila Resolush Chazupuf when Lupluin Ninja Shioto Sagbust. Shaltosh Kelsila Troulul Twin Yana Shaltosh Untensila Ibahali Ulul Kwala Shaltosh Kurtexila Sresulush Chazukuth when Luquin Ninja Shiotos Aglust.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode 20 of Tales of Escuria. It's great that we've managed to get here for this many episodes, and let's keep it rolling then. Just to say, as always, we are presented by and in association with Horsham Gamers. We are a local group who cover all of the range of gaming, through from tabletop and RPG stuff like this, through board games, esports, competitive gaming, pretty much anything. If it's related to gaming or nerd culture, we're interested in it too, and we'd love to meet some more of you. We've been having loads and loads of new people coming to the events recently, and it's been great to see our community continue to grow. So if you just look us up on Discord at Horsham Gamers, or our Facebook group Horsham Gamers, we have all of the social links down at the bottom of the screen anyway for you to see. But if you just look us up in any of those, then we'd love to meet some more of you. So without further ado, let's launch right on in with tonight's episode of Tales of Escuria. So, where we left off, having successfully completed the Lord's Moot and decided the new Salt Lord of Yokai, Emanora had looked up and realised that some of the heat in this room was not from the raucous celebration, but was in fact because the roof is on fire. So, what would you guys like to do?
We don't need no water.
So I can see that the roof is on fire. If I look around, and can I see Casta somewhere?
Yes, he is currently kind of being paraded around by a few of the lords. They're doing the whole kind of like hoist him up in the air kind of thing, like tussling him around. He's probably about 40 feet or so away from you, kind of further down towards the other end of the bar.
Okay, if I start moving to the direction of the stage, and want to look around if I can see how far the fire is already spread.
You can tell from looking up that it seems like the fire hasn't been spreading very much. It's been slow to spread, but you can see it seems like multiple points have been set on fire on this roof.
Okay,
so there's like little clusters.
Just the roof. All right, then I would like to use message, grab out my copper wires, multiple ones this time, and the first one I used to message Kada. and I tell her to please. I tell her to stay calm, but the roof is on fire. As I say, it is really on fire, and she should try to gather people for me at the stage, at the back of the stage. And the list is, now I have to look up the list.
Well, I better write this down. Hang on.
Yeah, okay. So it's Caster, Torvald, Roku, Hawk, Ellen, Koshka. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Can you post that list in our chat? Cause...
Yeah. And could you post it in the Roll20 chat as well so that I can see them? Because I can't check the chat in the meantime. Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, I tell her that.
So yeah.
My next copper wire goes to Vixen, and I tell her the same. She should stay calm, but the roof is on fire. If she can, that Kada is already gathering important people for me, I will keep them safe inside. If she could do something to keep the fire and put, or to keep people calm, but try to evacuate them without telling them that the roof is on fire, whatever she wants to do. And to inform everybody around her who is part of the group and she thinks can stay calm.
I'm guessing if I cast a spell, create water, that if I'm casting it inside, would it create a cloud inside, or would I have to go outside to cast it?
Hi, Bee.
You would have to go outside to cast it because it would go basically up to the roof and then form a little inside cloud, which would be very atmospheric, but not very useful.
I start to it's okay. I start to make my way outside.
Don't. I wouldn't.
I can't. Yeah, but I've got to cast it.
Yeah, but you don't need to cast it.
Is there
right
a
now.
back door in the building, or any other exits, or?
There's basically, yes. There's a front door, and there is kind of behind the bar and through the little kind of cleaning area and bottling area. There's another back door as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go through that one.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna start looking around for people on the list.
I will go in the back of the stage and I will start to cast Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. Create.
Okay, Vixen, before you can make your way fully outside, you get into the into the back room and you can see that Koshka is in the back there, kind of like hurriedly preparing some drinks, and he's just like, "Oh, it's good to see you. What are you doing in here? What's happening?"
I think you should go into the main building and maybe find some people from my party and speak to them. I can't tell you right now, but I'm just going to have a quick look outside, make sure everything's safe, make sure everything is going smoothly. I figured this would be the best door, as the entrance might be a bit noticeable.
Crowded. Yeah, crowded.
Okay.
Crowded.
Interesting. I will let you off this one time because you have been very, very useful and like a helpful person. But please do not come in the back of the bar just whenever you feel like it in future. This is
Oh
my
no,
home.
I would never dream of it. I'm literally. It's that I have a reason. Believe me. Do me a favor though, and go into the main hall quickly and just look for my party and see if you can find them for me.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Ah, I hate you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. He just kind of like it's not like him fighting back or anything. He's just kind of like, oh, whatever. There's so many people, so many drinks to be sold. We've got to finish bottling all these up, you know. I'll go out there in a couple of minutes, whatever. Just kind of take your time, whatever. I don't care.
What if I give you some gold to give Kada a drink?
Oh, in that case, I'll go straight away.
Okay. I slip him 2 gold pieces.
Okay. He happily pockets them and grabs a couple of the drinks off the side and like opens the door to go back into the main section of the bar. You can hear like the noise level kind of rise as he opens the door and him just being like, Kada, like wandering in with the two bottles, and
Good
you're left to
man.
your devices.
So I think Hawk was like relatively near me. I think we were drinking at the same table.
Yeah, if you're still at that table, then he is like basically right next to you.
Yeah, I've stood up and started to look for people, but otherwise not really moved. So where? Yeah, I guess looking around for people.
Okay.
Costa's about 40 feet from Honora, but she's moved now. So yeah, I guess I need to know where everyone is.
Make a perception check for me, please.
I really need to up my wisdom.
Okay, 14. It takes you a little while to kind of like search through the sea of faces to kind of spot everyone, but you get a pretty decent idea of kind of where, like generally in relation to everyone else, where these people are. And you get the kind of a decent idea in your head of a route that you could take that would let you kind of like scoop all of them up and make your way to the stage.
So they're all kind of on one path. There isn't anyone like sitting out or anything.
It's kind of like a curvy path. You have to wander around a bit,
Yeah,
but like, yeah, the whole like the main section of the building is pretty much just a straight line anyway, so it's pretty easy to kind of figure out where people are.
Okay, so
I
I'll
Oh, I still don't know that anything is happening.
Nope.
Okay.
Where is Alicia?
Good question, Alessia. Where are you at this point?
I know
I
she
was-
picked up.
I am close to the door because I was picking up Odette, but well, the cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so we'll say that you're
where
pretty
is-
close to the door, kind of.
where is the door in relation to my curvy path?
Okay, so if this kind of bottom corner down here, say the building is kind of like square like that.
Uh-huh.
Bottom corner down here is like the table where you guys were sat. Over here is the door. Stage is like other end of the building.
Okay. Okay. I will just start making my way on my path. I'll stand up and do a thieves
Yeah. Thieves can't.
thing to Hawk to get him to follow me. And hopefully because I've done it in a thieves thing, he knows it's important. And then just start making my way to the others.
Yeah, he was in the middle of just kind of like schmoozing with like there's a kind of dwarvish woman who's sat like come and sat on the table, and he's in the middle of like giving off this spiel about like a great love he once had on another continent, but it's all in the past now. And then he just kind of like he sees you miming this, and he's mid sentence just like, and so I know that moment I would know. Anyway, bye, and just kind of like gets up and walks after you.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll just start moving around the room. I don't know which order I'll be picking people up in. Have you got that in your brain? I don't really know where everyone is.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'd say you've already got Hawk.
Yeah.
I'll assume you've already got Elland as well, just to make, because he's not here to say otherwise.
Okay. That's
He's
fine. I
just
would have just
blocking the door.
strong armed him anyway, so that's fine.
Okay. So probably the next two, you can see that Roku and Thorvald are having a drink at the bar. And Koshka has just walked into the room at the kind of the bar as well. So they're all kind of like grouped up on one side.
Okay. So I'll take a fast dash up towards the bar where they are and where Koshka is.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You're able to kind of use some of your roguish skills to slip in and around the conversations that are happening, and find your way through the crowd. And as you kind of approach, you can hear Thorvald just saying like, "Well, personally, I think that you have made a very, very good Salt Lord. Of course, I think you would have been wonderful, but given the situation, I think that we actually ended up with a fairly decent person, wouldn't you agree?" And Roku just kind of like nodding along, being like, "Yeah, I suppose. He seems okay." And this is around about when
Thank you.
when you make it to the bar, Kada, as they're saying this, and Koshka is walking in being like, Kada, Kada, with like a bottle in each hand.
Okay. What do Thorvald and Roku and Koshka like know about me? What's our relationship like?
So Thorvald knows you pretty much as you're one of those people who showed up to town in that weird party with a robot and like dumped it on his doorstep, and then you came back and bought some knives from him, so he likes you because he made money off you.
Okay. Cool.
Roku, like, she considers you all like her friends. She's also slightly terrified of you all, but in like a nice, friendly way. So like, they'd be pleased to see you, and Koshka thinks that you are the best people in the world because you've turned his bar into like Party Central over the last few days.
Okay. Okay, so I will kind of walk up to them with Hawk with me and interrupt their conversation and just sort of say, there's something going on. I can't tell you about it right this second, but I need you to trust me. I need you to get up on the stage with Eminora right now.
When you say that, immediately Koshka is just like, oh, a musical number. And then he just kind of like, he's wearing this cloak and he just kind of like flips it off and you can see like he's in costume and he's just like, I'm ready.
Eminora, not Idris. He's mixing up something.
I mean, you just told a dude who's a bard to get on the stage.
Fair
Like-
point. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever he wants to believe, as long as he gets up there fucking quick. That's all I care about.
Yeah, he like heads over there, but just before he leaves, he like goes, oh, Dixon wanted me to give you this, and like just hands you like a bottle of sake.
I'll like take it and drain it and put it on the bar and be like, thanks, now can you...
And he like starts wandering over in that direction. Thorvald is kind of like looking a bit flustered, and Roku is just as like, don't ask questions. It's okay. Just do what they say. They're sensible people. And like starts
Thanks.
heading over towards the bar as well. Carrie, you had a question?
Sorry, I thought... No, I wasn't asking a question, don't worry.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. So I'll turn around and look for Caster, 'cause I think he's the last one.
Okay. You can see that the little kind of crowd that have been like carrying him aloft have made their way kind of almost in it like towards you. They've been making their way through this crowd. And you can see there's like a pretty decent route that you'd be able to take where you'd be able to kind of like scoop him up and then head towards the stage on the way.
Okay, cool. So I'll do that, and I'll like elbow Hawk and be like, follow my lead here, and then walk up to him and essentially pick him up and put him on our shoulders as well, and carry on the like cheering and speech and shouting and shit, and then take him up to the stage.
Okay, so you're trying to kind of like make it look like it's just a natural thing that's happening.
Yeah,
Okay, make a deception check for me, please.
with advantage, obviously.
Yeah, I will say with advantage because you have Hawk helping you in this.
Didn't need it. Boom!
2 nat 20s. 2.
That's
Oof.
our luck for the whole session gone.
Yep, roll that out at the beginning.
For this.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's because you prayed
So-
so much.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
So you guys head over to kind of like the front of this, and it's almost like it's weird. It's like you've walked up to the front of a conga line and been like, "Now I lead the conga," and they've all been like, "Yeah, great."
That's
so,
what I was
like,
going for.
yeah.
That worked.
You kind of like able to like very naturally make it look like you're doing like a tour of the bar and turn it around and like head back towards the stage. And yeah, after a little while, you manage to get it's maybe like a minute or so because you have to kind of keep it going at like the like slightly too uncomfortably slow pace of being like, yes, throw him in the air. This is great. This is fun. The roof's on fire. Just get to the... But like, yes, Vixen.
Really quickly, guys, you're in the wrong chat for speaking. You need to go back into the other chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, true.
Which one?
You're in the voice chat, the call chat for speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you
it's
need to
showing
go
up on
into
the
the
screen.
chat on Horsham Gamers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to do it in a way that means I can see it, do it in the Roll20 chat. But
Okay.
yeah. It's chill.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear us well now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can hear you great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Works.
That works so much better.
Yeah.
Let's cut back outside to Vixen. So you have made your way back out through the kind of back door, and you can see now from outside that there seem to be 3 or 4 different kind of little patches of flame across the whole kind of length of this roof. And you can see that they seem to be kind of like spaced together in pairs. So there's like 2 at this endish and 2 at this endish.
Can I tell how big the roof is just by looking at it?
Make an intelligence check.
So intelligent, I don't even know where to find it. Oh wait, there we go. Oh no, wait, that's a saving throw. I'm being an idiot. Ah,
Oh
no.
yeah, you are.
Literally.
You look up at this roof, and like normally you feel like you'd be able to get a decent idea of how big this roof is, but you're looking at it, and literally all you can think of is like, oh, that's a lot of fire. Oh, that's some fire there. And it's like, it's kind of overriding the ability of your brain to think in like a calm, logical, reasoning way. Just be like,
Okay, I'm just gonna cast it at the one half of the building, and then see where the rain stops.
okay. So, you cast it the first time, and you see like slowly at first, small kind of droplets of water from the air start to kind of like twitch and form like larger droplets, and then start to gather together until it forms like a storm cloud above this pub. And then the rain starts to kind of slowly at first, like 1 drops, 2 drops at a time, until eventually it's like a torrential downpour from this cloud, which kind of like eats itself up, kind of like. But you have managed to successfully put out about half of the fire that's on the building, like the side of the building. The side that you're putting out, is it the one that's near the stage end or near like the entrance end?
Oh, sorry, wrong button. We'll go for the stage end first.
Cool. Makes sense. So yeah, you put out that side, and it's fairly it takes like a couple of minutes, but the flames seem to be kind of like dying down. Meanwhile, on the other side, you can see that the flames have started to spread a fair amount. Like parts of the roof that had originally been kind of like slow to catch, as the fire has started to kind of take on a bit of a life of its own towards the entrance end of the building.
Okay.
Make a perception check as well, please.
Oh no. Yay!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Almost.
As you're looking around, the thought occurs to you, there's more light out here than there should be, not just because of the fire. There's more light coming from somewhere else as well on the other side of the building.
With that perception, can I tell what that light might be?
You're pretty sure that there's some other fires around as well. It might not just be the
no.
building.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna cast it again on the other half of the building and get that fire down.
Okay. So yeah. Mark down that spell slot and make an Arcana check with advantage, please.
Okie dokie. Meh.
Okay. So you try as hard as you can to get basically all of the fire, but you can see that there's still a small section kind of in the middle of this building where neither of these storm clouds had quite reached, and the fire is still spread into this area. The building is still on fire, but it's not like raging inferno right now. And it looks like there hasn't been too much bad structural damage where you've managed to put the fire out either.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay. So with that, you manage to fully put out the fire on this this end of the building. Like, there's still some ambient light coming from somewhere on the other side of the building, but the roof and the building, as far as you can tell now, is no longer on fire.
Lovely. Okay. I'm
Um,
going to go back in through the kitchen. And once back in, will I be able to see Emanora, or has she already got the hut up?
We'll say that when you come back inside the building, this is around about the same time that Kada has managed to like crowd surf crowd surf Caster back towards the stage, and everyone's kind of congregating there. You can see there's like, if you were to head there yourself now, you'd arrive at about the same time.
Okay, I'm going onto the stage then.
Okay.
And I'm literally just going to grab Emanora.
Okay.
Did you mean Emanora?
Yeah, I totally meant Emanora.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, just as a point, if someone is casting a ritual spell, not a good idea to physically harass them.
Well,
Not
we'll see how
usually a
that
good
plays
idea.
out.
Sure. Are you sure about that?
So
Okay.
I'm going to say Vixen would know that. So if you still want to run up and physically harass Emanora, that's on you as Tammy.
How long am I doing the spell? Like,
You've probably been doing it for about 8 minutes at this point. You've got a couple minutes left.
No,
to
do you know
finish
what?
casting.
Even as Vixen, right now, with what I already know as Vixen, I'm going to grab her anyway.
Okay. Emanora, make a... Yeah, because if I'm treating it the same as that, make a Constitution saving throw.
Good plan.
Okay, so you're like focused in on creating this this spell, and just like as you're kind of like deep in it, kind of reciting it in your head, remembering it, focusing as best you can, suddenly you're just kind of like basically knocked off your feet by Vixen. Just like, what is it exactly that you are doing, Vixen? Are you like physically just picking her up, or
Literally just sort of grabbing her on the shoulders and trying to turn her around to face me.
okay? Emanora, the shock of that happening, you lose focus on the spell. It just fizzles.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not. It would also not make sense that I'm ready for that. So
Yeah.
even with a safe Constitution saving throw, I would have said that's unrealistic.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, everybody has congregated on the stage at this point. What are you guys wanting to do?
I just
Well-
look at Vixen. What?
Look, Emanora, I'm really sorry, but I really don't think we have bigger problems. The roof is pretty much under control now. I've dealt with that, but it kind of looks like the whole town might be on fire. We need to get outside. Everybody.
I don't think everybody should leave. Emanora looks at Koshka and Hawk. Koshka, Hawk, could you please bring Roku, Caster, and Thorwald downstairs in the basement and lock the door? Please stay there. Don't make any noise. And keep everybody safe in there.
You see kind of Caster looking very confused, and then Hawk just steps forward and says, "This isn't my first lock-in. I know what you're saying." I've got
Okay,
you.
that's good, because these people have to stay safe. I'm happy to go outside with you. That's Ellen.
How many people can you get in the basement, Koshka?
Maybe 30. It's mostly for storing empty barrels. There's not a lot of space.
How many people
many
would you
people
say
are
are
in
in the
the-
pub right now?
Couple hundred.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring everybody in the same room as these people that I mentioned, because these people are really important and I don't want to panic and get them hurt. I think I know what you think. I know you want to save as many people as possible, but in this case, the priority should go to these people that we selected. And they should be safe for sure. And the rest, we will get through this in some way, but these people have to stay safe. Ellen, do
Okay,
you want
well-
to stay with them or do you want to go outside? I would suggest you to stay with them.
I don't really know where I am, so
On the stage with us.
You're with us. Yeah, you're standing on the stage with us. I vote Ellen stays here.
I mean, I would stay where the safer place is, I guess.
In the basement.
That's probably in
In
the
the
basement.
basement,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why she suggested it. So the nobles and the important politicians are safe.
So, Emanora, what are we going to do? Should we go outside? Should we have a look at this?
We should go outside and have a look at it.
I'm
Okay,
standing right here, guys.
and Kada.
Kada is sure, and Alessia.
You're just
Alessia
so
should be in the
stealthy.
door, right?
Alicia's by the door with a debt.
Yeah.
Right,
We
well-
can grab her.
Yeah, we'll grab her and we'll all head out and have a look.
But before we do that, I cast mage armor on myself.
Yep.
Just to make sure to have my mage armor out.
Sensible plan.
What's that?
My mage armor. I'm absolutely.
right.
I can't be hit because otherwise I will have issues.
I'm going to start casting that too.
Just in case. Like I have
Just in
no
case.
armor. I have no armor, so I need it.
Okay. So you guys going out the front door then?
Yes, with Alessia as well.
With Alessia?
Grab Alessia.
Yeah, we'll collect her on the way.
Okay. And I'm assuming, Odie, you're probably just going to stay on the shoulder of this giant right now? Oh, Carrie, you there?
Carrie.
We don't know.
We seem to have temporarily lost Carrie.
So,
We'll see when
meanwhile-
she gets back. Yes.
can you give me a little brief about who's with me on the basement?
I'll let one of the other people do that because my brain
Then-
has forgotten already.
The
There's a
list is further up on roll 20.
Like showed me the
Faster?
list.
Yeah, that's
Caster,
it there.
Thorvald, Roku, Hawk, you, and Koshka.
Okay.
Yes. That's
Okay.
the group that we sent downstairs.
So as you guys are heading towards the door to get outside, you are kind of stopped in your tracks. You make it about kind of halfway there before the kind of large form of Hagen steps in front of you, and he looks like who's at the front of this group, do you think?
Good question. Probably Kada, since she's the stealthy one and makes our way free.
Okay.
Apparently me.
I guess.
Um,
As you wish, but I think that would
I'm
make
right after
more
Caleb.
sense.
Okay.
Oh no, you're in the door. You still have not. Oh, is
Oh,
she with
okay.
us already?
Yeah, we picked her up on the way through.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Then I don't know. Whoever you want to have in the front. Kada, make the call. Who is in the front?
Someone who's able to withstand a hit.
Oh, Alessia.
Probably
That's
Okay.
Alessia. Okay.
I'm
Alessia's in
happy
the
to
front.
be like next, but I'm super squishy. So if I get hit by something,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Okay.
really? You have an armor?
Fight
Then you're not as squishy as me.
But you have like half the damage with your reaction, I think.
Yeah, she has evasion and uncanny dodge is it on that level. The evasion comes later.
Yeah, it's
But
uncanny dodge.
doesn't matter because Alessia should
Oh,
be
yeah.
front. Then
Yeah.
in that case.
So, Hagen steps forward, and probably one of the only people in this entire town who would be able to like look Alessia in the eye without having to like crane upwards to do so. Steps in front of you and just looks at you directly in the eye, Alessia, and just says, "Tell me what is happening."
Okay. Has someone explained me the fire thing?
We just grabbed you, but we may said something
Ooh.
about
Maybe-
fire
may-
and issue
I'll take a
outside.
sidestep round Alicia and be like, "There's the big fire and lots of other fires, and we're trying to work out who put the fires and how to put out the fire."
Okay. I help. And he turns around and like
Thanks.
starts walking towards the door with you.
Ah, love
I
him.
love him, yeah. He's my best friend in this town. My only friend, but my best friend as well.
Aww.
Okay.
Is anyone else hearing that crackling, or is it just me?
Yeah, it might be
I'm
coming
hearing
from
it as
Carrie.
well.
I think it's Laura. Well, it happens when Laura seems to talk. I don't know.
For me, it seems to be random. I'm
Can you
just going to
hear
say,
now?
like, people check your phones to make sure that they're not too close to speakers or headphones or anything. But anyway, so you guys head out towards kind of the exit of the bar, and when you step out into
No.
we have properly lost Carrie now.
Oh
She's
no!
I think she's having some problems because she's using Discord in 2 places.
Okay.
She shouldn't do that because that won't work properly. I could have told her. I didn't know.
Oh,
Hello,
Only in one
Hello?
place.
hello, Carrie. Hello, we got you
Hello.
back.
Yeah, we're back.
I
Wonderful.
can see you, but I can't hear you.
Are you using Discord in 2 different places?
I was,
Okay.
and then I realised it did a stupid, and so I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, we're good. We're back.
Sorry.
So now would be a good time to ask the question. Odie,
Yes.
you are still on Alessia's shoulder currently, and they're heading like they're going to try and leave the bar. You were
Yes.
privy to a whole conversation about sending important people down into the basement. Would you think you would stay on Alessia's shoulder?
Sorry, 1 second. She wasn't privy to that conversation because Alicia was by the door and we were on the stage.
That's very
Didn't
She's
we
only
just say
heard the
specifically you
fire.
picked her up on the way to take her to the stage and then you are going back to the door? Which is why
No,
she's at
we
the front of this
picked
group
her
right
up.
now.
We picked her up on the way to the door,
Yeah, on the way outside.
on the way outside.
She's
was
heard
already
a
by
bit
the door.
about,
Okay, I
about
had
the
the
fire.
exact opposite thing, which is you said that you picked her up on the way to go to
Oh.
the stage, and then that's why you have her at the front of
No,
this group
I-
now heading back towards
I
the
was
door.
thinking about it, but because I needed to pick everyone else up, I just picked them up, went to the stage, and then because you
Okay.
said Alicia was by the door, so we wanted to go towards the door and get Alicia and then go out.
Okay, I see.
Sorry, should have made that more clear.
No, it's cool. We've
Did I or
got
did
it
I
now.
not hear that conversation?
You did
did
not hear that
not.
conversation then.
Okay. So I
Um,
still have no idea it's on fire.
Yeah,
No, that you do know.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah, there was a conversation between us and Hagen where we told him that everything's on fire, so you heard.
Okay,
so yeah,
cool.
you just heard like from this conversation. Yeah, there's lots of fires everywhere, and you've seen that now. Like some of the important people seem to be heading somewhere else.
Oh, okay. I am going to hop off, and try and encourage people to leave the building.
As a cat.
As a
But you're a
cat.
cat.
Well, no, change back.
Okay.
What,
So
just like that?
everyone will be like, what?
So yeah, Alessia,
What is happening?
you've just finished explaining to like the group have just finished explaining to Hagen that you're going to go and investigate these fires. Suddenly, the cat on your shoulder leaps off and like Professor McGonagall's itself into like a human being shape.
What the hell just happened?
And I'm like,
Um,
what are you?
because I'm right behind her, I'll like take a jump back and like draw a weapon, like draw my rapier. Just like,
Is
what
that
the
for
fuck?
me usual? Do I know what just happened? Since
Uh,
I studied magic.
make an Arcana check. But yeah,
Can I do that too?
if you saw it, then yes.
Ha!
So both of you are just like,
Noise.
oh, this is a druid. I know this. Like, Vixen, you've
Classic.
read up specifically a lot about shapeshifting because it's like important to you.
Exactly.
Eminora,
I already instantly like her because she's been an animal and now she's a person. So I can relate to her on that level. So I am like totally besotted with her right now.
yeah, and Eminora, you're just kind of like, ah, yeah, one of them. Interesting.
Hello.
Hi. Let me get this straight. The building's on fire.
Oh no, it's not anymore.
The town is. We're
Right.
going out to assess the damage, but we also need to get people out of the building.
Quick question.
Right.
This conversation that you guys are having in the middle of this crowded pub, are you trying to be quiet with this now, or are you just shouting, "Oh yeah, the town's on fire"?
No, we're right by the front door. Everyone else is by the stage.
Not everyone else, but okay.
Maybe we should evacuate these people.
First of all, calm down. Deep breath, you know, like you do in the nature outside.
Excuse me.
And
Right,
after
Eminora,
you put
shush, you're off to a bad start. Listen, dear, okay, I can relate to you. From animal humanoid to animal humanoid, you understand what is happening. I don't know how to word it any other way. Look, we can't panic because we don't want to panic everyone here. We have a plan. We haven't had time to relay it to you guys because you were right by the exit, which is where we are currently going to assess the damage to then get everyone safely out. Do you understand?
I did not say let's tell everyone there's a fire. We should probably just convince everyone, hey, conga line out the building.
We can't do that.
We have to
because there might
assess
be
it
an ambush.
first. We have to assess outside first before we don't want to march anyone into trouble. Make sense?
And the building is safe right now, safer than everything outside.
The people that could have caused the fire could be waiting outside. We don't want to rush anyone outside just yet.
Okay, you tell me what I can do to keep these people safe whilst you check what's going on outside.
Stay in here.
Stand
and
by
act
the
normal.
door and just act cool. Yep, act totally nonchalant, and we will be right back and let you know.
Don't let them outside.
Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm Oda Torbury, by the way.
I'm Vixen. It's really nice to meet you.
Sorry, guys, but we don't have time for this. We need to crack on.
True, but you were a very pretty cat.
All right, Vixen, come on.
Let's go. Let's see what's outside.
Okay. So you guys hustle outside, and you can see that basically laid out in front of you, there were various different fields of various different crops, mostly some wheat and some corn around this area. And you can see that various different bits of the fields appear to have been lit on fire. You can see people still actively moving through the fields with torches, like lighting them ablaze. And directly in front of you, outside of the bar, you can see there is a group of people who are gathered together. Basically, like shadowed from behind because of the large amount of flames. It's difficult to see their faces specifically. The
people with the torches, how far away are they, would you say?
Probably about 120, 150 feet.
Yeah, we could go
Can
and
we
get them,
see
but we
who
need
they
to
are? Or...
not from 120.
The group in front of us, are they directly in front of us?
Pretty much. It looks like they were waiting outside. There's a small clearing outside the bar where there aren't any crops, and they're kind of like waiting in this clearing.
I raise my voice and ask them, "What is going on here?"
Okay. So.
Can I put my hand in my scimitar ready to
Absolutely.
take them off?
Yeah, my hand is firmly on my mace.
Okay.
My hands are my weapon.
Mine's already drawn.
You see, after a second, one of them kind of like turns specifically to face you and takes a couple of steps forward. And then you can see kind of dimly lit from underneath in shades of kind of red and orange, the familiar face of Robert Black.
I knew it.
He has his two-handed glaive kind of readied, and he looks at you and just says, "Should have just let me win. I was going to get my gay one way or the other."
How far is the rest behind them away from him? Like 5 feet?
About kind of, most of them seem to be about kind of 10 feet away from him.
Can I quickly say something to him?
Sure.
You want to win that badly that you'd burn down a whole town?
Sorry, getting the crackly noises again. Everybody make sure that your phones are away from microphones.
Mine's well away.
Okay, cool.
Mine's like on airplane mode, on silent, and all the jazz.
That should be fine then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye. But yeah, he just looks towards you, Vixen, and says, "I'd burn 100 villages if they were cowards like this."
Okay, let's
Well-
see who's the coward.
Yeah, aren't you the coward because you won and now you're having a childish tantrum about it? Or you didn't win?
I'm doing what I have to. If I have to
What,
burn
throwing
down
a
these
paddy?
homes, if I have to burn down these people's homes to convince them that we need to be taking part in this war,
They're not-
if I have to
that's not
destroy
gonna
the village to
convince
take them
them.
with me, that's what I'm going to do.
You realise that it's this attitude right here, which is why you didn't win. Well done. You've just made a whole town hate you even more.
I don't care if they hate me. I care if they obey me.
They won't.
Yes.
Eminora gone.
If Eminora first.
I will cast Sleet Storm behind him to get the whole group behind him in the Sleet Storm except him.
Okay. Can you
He
pop
has
that
to
up
fight
into the
alone.
chat so that I can
Sure.
see the effects and everything? And yes, carry. Okay.
He will fight alone if he wants to.
Carrie, did you have a
Yes.
question?
Can I see what's going on from the bar?
No.
If I'm by the door. Okay.
No, you can't. It's kind of like a double door porch type thing.
Could I take it we're literally right outside the door, right? So the door is still probably open a little bit and she could probably still hear us.
I mean, if she was holding the door open, yes, but
Oh, no, that wasn't specified, so I'm
Yeah.
going to assume it's closed.
yeah, it will close itself.
I assumed
Um,
it was open because I wanted to keep an eye out.
Okay.
It
Okay,
would have
well-
closed.
Either
Okay.
way, like while you're casting this spell and stuff, I'll just nip back inside and be like, Odette, there's some people, maybe we could use your help.
Okay.
And then come back out again.
Upon you casting the spell, can everybody who is going to be taking part in this fight make an initiative roll, please?
Yes, sir.
How much time?
Oh,
Where's the initiative?
yeah. It's on your character sheet.
Oh, yeah, we have to, we need,
Yeah, we need
do we
a...
not need a map with tokens?
Yep, give me a second.
I don't want to re-roll that because it's going to
Yeah,
be shit.
I can add it on for you. Give me a second.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
I also forgot it.
Yeah,
I
I'll
always
stick
forget
those
it
on because you did
every
roll them, so it's
time.
fine. Oh, lots of nat 20s here. This is some good stuff.
Roll 20's
Um,
on our side today. Praying works, clearly.
Okay.
We've been praying to the roll 20 gods all day.
We have. Literally,
Okay, so
with proper little emojis and everything.
okay, so Eminora 21.13. Come on, work with me here, please. Roll 20. Kada 20.17.
Are these, oh, sorry, go on. Oh, wait till you're done.
Vixen. And I'll pop one on Freya to give me a second. And OD 22.15. Okay. So can you, first of all, Eminora, can you ping for me the exact location that you wanted to be the center of this sleet storm?
Oh, I have to measure it. I wanted to end right behind Robert, so he is not in there anymore, but everybody behind him.
Okay.
So it's like
Ow.
40 foot, right?
Yes.
Oh, I've just noticed something.
What?
What?
I've just noticed Serena.
Mm-hmm. Robin, you had a question?
Yeah, the area around us, is it trees or is it like crop fields, like
It's
bushes?
like crop fields. It's about to kind of like shoulder height for an average person. So if any of you are much smaller, then
I don't know what the average height of a tiefling is.
you'd be about human height. Like,
In here, like token wise.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, right there where the fire is. Wait, let me ping it. There.
There. Okay.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So,
Oh, can you not see your token, Carrie?
you are right here, Carrie.
You're on the right-hand side of the map, on the porch of the bar.
Oh yeah, but I
Thank you.
pinged what center point of my spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I sleet stormed
basically
them
all of
a
them.
bit.
So let me
Yes.
see. This being the top
Except
of
Robert.
the round. The top of the round, everyone except Robert. So let me put it all in, and you see it's when they enter or start their turn there. So on their turns, we're making the rolls for them. Cool. So first up in the turn order, Odie. You have just kind of heard like Kada put back in and basically tell you like it's going down. And you kind of like pop your head back through this door and you see essentially like a cylinder of like sleet and ice just like suddenly like behind this group. That will also be enough to put out that fire. So that's what you can see right now. What would you like to do? It is your turn.
I'm gonna, because everyone's quite far away, I'm gonna cast Long Strider.
Okay.
Like, click on it.
Yes, please.
Level. Oh, what do?
Which level would you like to cast it at? Sorry, I couldn't hear you just then, Carrie.
5.
Okay. Which level did you cast it at just then? Carrie? Hello? Hello, Carrie?
God.
She's frozen.
Hello? Hello,
Hello?
you back?
Oh,
Hello. Okay. Which level did you cast out? Did you just cast it on yourself, or did you want to cast it on someone else as well?
Level
Level 5? Does she have level 5 spells?
No, you do not have 5th level spell slots.
Yeah.
Level 3.
do I do it again?
Let's assume for now, basically, if you cast it at 1st level, you're casting it on yourself. If you cast it at any level higher than that, you basically get to target an additional person that you are like next to. So
But she has to touch that person.
but you
as
have to
What
be able
does
to touch
that mean?
them. So let's assume it's just you because there's no one else right next to you right now. So yeah, you've cast it on yourself.
It would be good, like, if you can cast it on me at some point. I'm the one that hits hard.
Yeah, I think
If she
actually
moves
pointed on
first.
Alessia. Yeah, she could move to Alessia, touch her instead. That would be
Move and then cast.
tactically more comfortable, but
It's up to
Do
Odie.
that. then.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay,
up
yeah.
to her.
In which case, you spent a 2nd level spell slot, so you can cast it on both of you, unless you just wanted to cast it on Alessia. Up to you.
No, I'll cast it on just Alessia.
Okay, just Alessia. So you move up to be next to Alessia, and you cast it on her. So yeah, Alessia, your speed increases by 10 feet for the next hour. Okay, so you've used movement, you've used your action. Is there anything you'd like to do for the rest of your turn? Would you like to use a bonus action for anything?
Behind, because I know I'm not very strong, so I don't want to be in the back front. So I'm going to move here, if that's all right.
Yep. You still have
Just
that
don't
movement
move in
left.
the sleet storm. Just don't move in there. Can you mark it, Cal, where it is, so the other ones can see it as well? Because it's a little bit big.
It's
Not that
gonna be a
someone
bit
just
tough. Give me a second.
jumps. Because if
So by
someone
now
moves
I
in,
already
then
have my
awkward.
scimitars out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll
too.
say that you have your scimitars out. Okay, if I use this for the thing and then expand it so it's the right thing across. So that's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs to be 8 across. Hang on.
Don't you have
I'm
just
gonna
like
have to
a
fiddle around with this a second.
rectangle?
It's more that this is something which I already have as an image. I would have to go
Okay,
searching
I
for
see.
more otherwise, so I'm just going to use this one, and that will be good enough.
Okay. So basically, the line behind Robert Black is in the Sleet Storm, so don't go
Yeah.
there.
Move that to the map player. Cool.
Does that mean Halleck and Kellen are in it too?
Everybody is in
Yes,
there.
they're in it as well. I just can't make the thing fit.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So next up is Robert, and Robert is going to give me a second to open up his character sheet. What's he going to? Yeah, that's what he's going to do. So Robert looks at you, Alessia, and he moves in towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He moves to there, and he picks up the long kind of polearm glaive and takes a swipe at you with it.
Constitution?
No, give me a second. He's just gonna do an attack.
Come on to madre.
14 to hit. Does that hit your armor class, Alessia?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 7 points of slashing damage.
No? Just hold on, Franny's checking something.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she only has 12 armor class and it seems really low. It's okay.
It seems low for me as well. If you ask
But
me,
you're
but it
not,
could
you're not
be.
wearing any armor. Your armor class equals plus your dex plus your constitution. This is wrong.
Oh, okay.
Plus dex plus con is 15.
15. Okay. We will change that and make sure. Give me a second. I'll change it on your sheet. It probably broke
No,
during the level up.
we just changed it.
Yeah. You just changed it. Cool. So yeah. He takes 1 slash towards you, but you're able to just kind of like move out of the way of it. And he looks up towards you and kind of like grits his teeth, like spits on the ground and goes for a second attack.
Plus 9. God, joy.
An 11 to hit. Oof. He misses with his second attack as well. And he's going to use his pommel strike to try and hit you again. Hits with the pommel strike. And you get 8 bludgeoning damage. So he tries to slash you twice with the kind of sharpened edge of the blade, and not able to do that, he kind of like switches it around in his grip and just kind of like pumps you in the face with it.
Ouch.
And with that, he kind of cracks a little bit of a smile.
Okay.
And then he is going to action surge, and he is going to do that all again.
Wow.
Okay, on me.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Okay.
will be fun. That dude is not good.
Okay.
I think we sort of expected that.
18.
Yeah, it does hit.
Okay. 14 points of slashing damage.
What?
And they goes.
Second glaive does not hit.
Thank you.
And pommel strike does not hit either.
Thank God.
You have been
God.
very lucky.
Do I hear the storm or something like that?
Let me see.
No, you're in the basement.
You're way down in the basement. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Double 20.
12.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All you can hear is people like still like dancing and partying upstairs.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
The people in the cloud, what are they doing? Can they actually attack this turn, or are they immobilized?
When it gets to the top of their turn, they have to make a saving throw to see if they can stay standing. And if they can,
Right.
then they can leave. Or they can try to.
Right. Okay.
They can try to. They're slow. You did see that's difficult terrain, so they
It
can
is
only move
difficult
half of
terrain,
their
but they can try
movement.
to move out of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can
but
we
it's half of-
can still see them though, right?
Yes.
What
Yeah, they're not
happens if they
hidden or
fail the roll?
obscured.
No, there is like a icy storm going on, but you can
You can still
as
see
you
that
see
they are
through a
there.
storm. Yeah.
Okay. So all right, fair enough. So we can see them and everything.
Yes.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Can Vixen tell that it's Serena from the fact that she may look like her brother? Do you think Vixen could safely make that assumption, or
Make a perception check.
Investigation?
sorry,
think
make
I-
a what? Sorry.
Make a perception check. I think it's just a perception check on this one. Like, you'd know it was that. You'd know they were siblings. Like, if you were able to see her, it's whether or not you can see her properly.
Yeah, I know it's her.
Yeah. You recognize her.
A ver.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. So that is the end of Robert Black's turn. Eminora, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will move back to keep my concentration up and be out of line, and will keep my concentration up for my spell. That's all.
Okay. Yep, easy enough to do.
I would just stand in front of the door. There, it's good. Bye.
Thanks.
Okay, see ya. Have a nice day. I'm gonna
I'm
go
just
in
like
here
going
and
back
drink.
like this.
Okay, next up is one of the guards, this one back here. So let me see. Dexterity saving throw. Absolutely fails. So you one of the guards like looks up above, like he's trying to figure out what's happening. He like raises his shield above his head to try and like stop himself from being hit by some hailstones, and then just like a gust of wind just basically like sweeps him off his feet and just and he is just on the ground.
Does that make him prone?
He is prone.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is going to spend half of his movement to get up, and the remaining half of his movement, 7.5 feet, he moves one step closer to you all. And that's all he can do.
And he's still prone.
No, he's got up now.
No, because he got up.
Right, okay, gotcha.
He had to use half his movement to get up, and then the other half of his movement gave him a single step forwards.
The plan works. The plan works. Crowd control.
Does it also hurt?
No, it just makes it so they can't move.
That's okay.
I will keep them there. You will have to do the damage. I will split them.
That's alright, that's what I was
That's
thinking of
fine,
something
yeah.
similar.
She brings the rain, you bring the pain.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next up, Kada, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So, as one of my actions, I've got written here help. What does that do? What is help?
Basically, you can help someone else, and by doing that, give them advantage on something they're trying
it's
to
on a
do.
roll check. Okay.
Bart can do that, to be honest.
Yeah, you can use Bart
Yeah,
to give
no.
as a help action. But...
Yeah, I was just trying to work out what I'm gonna do. Can I have Bart on the map, please?
Yes, give me
That's
a
a good
second.
point, yeah.
My bird sits on my shoulder. You don't have to put
Okay.
him on the map.
Yeah, if
Bart kinda
it
sits in
comes
my
a time
pocket
when I
most of
need
the
to put
time.
them on the map, I just will. But otherwise, I'll just assume they're like with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Rat on the map.
With like such great sight.
I know, right? Oh, sorry.
He's all aglow. The holy rat.
I'm just going through my notes and stuff. Sorry, it's been like 2 weeks since we actually went through this stuff.
Yeah.
But I've got written down that when I flank with him, I get the extra damage. Is that my sneak damage?
Yes.
Yes, if it's flanked,
Okay.
then it's sneak. Someone is in 5-foot range.
Yeah.
That
If
causes
you if you have an
How
ally
far
within
is-
5 feet of you and you're both like attached to the person, you get.
Oh,
you
so
get
it's
sneak
like one
damage.
square. Okay.
But isn't Robert then next to Alessia?
Robert is
Because for me, there's
technically he's further away. He's because he has a reach
Oh, he
weapon. He can
moved.
attack from 10 feet.
Nasty.
Is it within if an ally is within 5 feet of me or within 5 feet of the target?
Of the
Within-
target.
within 5 feet of the
Okay,
target.
So oh fuck, I will move and
Okay.
pull Bart down.
As you move towards him and you enter his area, he gets an attack of opportunity against you.
I forgot about that.
He's really nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally he wouldn't, but he's got a feat that lets him do that.
Oh fuck's sake. Okay.
I wanted to make this a hard fight, guys. I'm not sure if you're getting that yet.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
we
we are.
do. We do.
Yeah.
This dude is not fun.
No. He danger.
He's gonna squish me, so I might be
I
out of this
hope the
battle.
other ones stay
Yeah.
in the cloud.
But this is the only one he gets against you. So
Yeah, well,
let's see.
that obviously hits.
Yep.
Uncanny dodge. Say
Uncanny
uncanny dodge. Say it. 6
Uncanny
points.
dodge. I'm
Okay.
saying it.
So you would have taken
What does
12
that
points.
mean?
You would have taken 12 points, but instead, because you are quick and nimble, you only take 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thanks,
Every
Rob.
time you didn't use your reaction, you shout if you get attacked. Even if it doesn't hit, you just shout uncanny dodge. That's
Okay, noted.
that's the way of a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of your feats.
It's your.
I
best
don't have it written
friend.
down. I need to write that down.
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
after that you shout evasion if you
Should be on your sheet.
get a higher
Yeah,
level.
it's on my sheet. It's not in my book.
Oh, I see.
Okay. But yeah. So you take 6 points of slashing damage, but you're still able
Yep,
to move and
done
do
that.
whatever else that you wanted to do.
Okay. I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
Okay. And you get sneak attack damage.
Mhm.
Okay. That
18.
hits.
Oh, thank fuck.
Oof. 20 points of damage.
Broken.
That's the sneak. That's the sneak. There
Oh.
you go.
That's not
Um,
correct. Oh, it doubled it because you got a. Hang on,
What?
3d6?
Yeah, it should be 2 for her in this case. I'm not sure.
At
No,
5th
I've got
level.
3 because of 5th level.
At 5th level, it is 3d6.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It could
So
be,
you got
yeah.
Right.
6, 6, 4.
Nice.
Could be.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. The actual attack didn't do much, but the sneak did a lot. Rogues.
Yeah, the sneak is all. That's how it works.
Yeah.
The sneak does the damage.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
attack
all
if you don't
correct.
get sneak.
Okay,
yeah.
so then I wanna. Oh, sorry, ignore that ping. Go 1, 2, 3. Because that's the rest of my movement.
He doesn't get an attack of opportunity against you because he's used his reaction to do it already, so you can do that.
Oh yeah, sure. He used
Ah.
the reaction. Stimmt. Yeah.
And then I want to use my bonus action to hide.
That's not possible anymore.
Why?
No.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, Uncanny Dodge uses your bonus action.
Oh, is that a bonus?
Yes.
It's a reaction
Reaction.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you
Um,
told me that
Yeah,
earlier.
but you can hide with that with the bonus action. With the
you
cunning-
save
cunning
6
action.
hit points. 6 hit points is a lot, and you don't need to hide because you have Bart next to him. You get the sneak anyways. And
suppose.
I also don't think it's a good way to play the rogue with hiding in a fight. For me, I actually don't allow it after your first attack, or make it really really hard.
I
because it doesn't make
allow it in
sense.
certain circumstances, especially in this setting because pretty much everything is dark all the time. But like,
Yeah, true.
It's-
It's dark
yeah.
outside. Yeah, it's a little bit, but you have Bart.
Do you want me
Yeah.
to turn Bart's light off because it's a little distracting?
yeah, give me a second, and I will fix that. Okay.
I'm just going to say yeah or I know, and
There we go.
whoever knows what I'm saying. So yeah. Right. Okay.
There we go, fixed. Okay, Kada, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Which brings us to Vixen. It is your turn.
How far is Robert Black's like little attack of opportunity was jobby?
It's if you come within 10 feet of him, but he's already used it this turn. He's already used it to
So
attack.
he can't
Kaida.
use it again. Well,
Nope.
Oh, right, great.
He's got his
I'm just-
maximum of 7 attacks out this turn, so you're fine.
Right. If I step towards Serena, am I then going to be in the cloud?
If you walk far enough to be inside the cloud, yes. But
Where does it stop at the top?
So I think basically here. So that's the line, like that. Hold on.
Oh no, the line. Basically,
Let
the
me
line starts. It's 40 foot behind Robert Black, right behind him, up and down.
so like from up here to like down here-ish, like it's
And the line behind Robert Black, like it's a cube. It's a cube.
yeah.
Yeah, but not behind him right now because he's
No,
moved forward.
where he was.
Yeah, where he was.
Yeah, where he was.
So yeah.
Right, okay. I am going to hold person.
Okay. Whom upon?
I am going to hold person on Robert.
Okay.
And I'm casting it at level 2.
Okay. So that means you get to target a second person then as well, if you're casting it at second level.
Then I am going. Hold on, who's coming next? I'm going to hold the dude coming next.
Okay.
He's in the cloud, probably.
Yeah, he is in the cloud. It's one of.
But I can see him.
You can
Yeah,
see
and
them.
If he
It's not
gets
really a cloud.
Here-
It's a
here-
rain.
here's the thing. This is one of the things I will say is like that is metagame at this point, because to say I'm going to do this on the person who is going next
Oh yeah, I
is
suppose
not
because I
a
wouldn't know
thing,
who it
because
was.
technically all of this is happening simultaneously.
Okay, I'm
So
just
it's like-
going to go on like the person closest to my eye line. So
Okay.
this dude.
That dude down there.
Yeah.
Cool. So let me see. Wisdom saving throws for Robert Black fails his wisdom saving throw.
Good.
So he cannot he
He
cannot
cannot
move. He is
move.
paralyzed.
I figured he would be.
And for this guy down here,
You have to be careful now because it's concentration.
he fails as well.
If they hit you.
So both of them are stuck in place. Let me mark them so that I get that. He's got that, and he's got that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it succeeds on both of them, but yeah, remember this is a concentration spell, so
Yep.
if you want to cast
Gotcha.
anything else...
I'm
Yeah,
just
but-
going to move.
Be careful.
Well, I can move.
Where are you moving to?
If I move to there, she can hear me if I start talking to her, right?
That's not careful.
I'm right by the line, so I'm not in the cloud.
No, but if they hit you, your concentration.
Yeah, she would be able to hear you, yes.
Okay. Are you Serena?
You just see her like look up and just be like, yeah, like looking very confused, just like, we're supposed to be killing each other. Why are we talking right now?
Serena, the body of your brother is in the church. I'm sorry. I've wrapped him up. I wanted to keep him there so that you could offer to give him a proper burial.
She looks very confused and then just says, "Thank you."
There's
And
also one other
that's
thing.
as much as I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to say this turn, because it's 6 seconds.
Okay.
So it's pushing it a bit. That's about as much as you can get out right now.
All right.
So next up is one of the other guards.
How does she feel about Vixen? That's just you know.
Let me see. Dexterity check for this guard. That's a 15. What's your spell save DC, Eminora?
15.
He matches, so
Does
he
it go?
manages.
Not in the favor of the player.
For saving throws, no.
I tried.
You did try. It was a good effort. I'll give you that. So he is going to
But just half of his movement.
still just half his movement. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3. He gets up to there, and that's all he can do this turn. Fights his way
Good.
through the sleet, just kind of like shield walling his way forwards.
Killed Robert. Fast. They're coming.
Okay. Next up, this guard here. So let's give that dexterity saving throw. Fails. So he gets knocked prone. Uses half his movement to get up, and then another half to step forwards 1 step. That's the end of his turn. Alessia, it is your turn. You have
So,
10 feet of extra movement, remember?
Yeah. So by the time I got the second, I don't even do the dance. I'm my
I can't hear you very well. Can you?
I got that again.
Okay. So by the time I've got the slide, and I'm screaming so hard that I don't have to summon my ancestors. They all appear,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
I just get enraged.
Yep, we'll go with that. So for everyone else, this is a fairly normal thing to see. Odie, you see Alessia start screaming at the top of her lungs, and suddenly ghosts rise out of the floor next to her.
Looking very angry.
No.
Okay, so I think I'll move. So I have one thing, but I want to attack him, so maybe I'll move here.
Sure.
Okay, and then I will obviously attack.
Okay.
You have an extra attack now, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
25 definitely hits. Roll that damage.
Because I'm a
Okay.
Hey.
9
It's
points of
okay.
damage.
I have another one.
Okay. You see, like, as he's frozen in place, like he can't move at all. Only his eyes are able to move, and as you kind of like slash into him, like his body like tenses more, but just can't do anything about it. Just like.
Okay. Second attack.
Yep. Definitely
Nice.
hits.
I'm a hello.
Yeah. Do I have another one? No.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
So
have an
another
extra
7
attack now.
points of damage. Oh, by the way, also because he is paralyzed, you have advantage on all attacks. So,
Okay.
How long does the paralysis last for?
yeah. So you get,
But I have already done.
But
Yes.
it's different.
and you still have your bonus action attack as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can attack again.
Yeah.
Yep. One more time.
Oh,
Hits.
mama.
Another 7 points of damage.
And again or not?
No.
No, that's it.
Nope, that's it. Your ancestors are crowding around him, dancing around his paralyzed body.
That's creepy.
Yep. He is not having a happy time right now. You see that he's looking pretty rough. He's still up, still looks angry, but he's looking rough.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is the
Yeah.
guard who is currently being held in place by Vixen, so he does nothing. He automatically fails his dexterity saving throw and falls on the floor. So he's like frozen in place and then just gets blown over by the wind, just like.
Like a falling tree.
Yep. Okay, and that's the end of his turn. Which brings us to.
So I have this, which is the answer. Until the start of your next turn, the target has this advantage.
Yeah, he can't
We
move or
already have
take attacks
advantage
anyway.
anyway.
So,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
if he does manage to, if the hold person does fail at any point, then that will still happen. But he can't do anything right now. He's just
Okay.
completely still.
Okay.
Okay. So next up is Vort. Let's see. What's he gonna do? He's gonna make his dexterity check, his saving throw. Nat 20.
Oh,
He
damn
is
it.
a hardy boy.
Still half movement, so it's
Still
still
half
better than
movement.
nothing.
Yeah, true.
So he is able to get just to there. He is able to get in range to attack
Shoot.
Vixen. And he is going to do that. So give me a second.
I said concentration.
Yep.
Be careful.
I'm going to go over two-handed attack with his longsword.
I knew what I was
Nat
doing.
1 misses.
Ha!
So basically, he, like, in the midst of this storm, just lets out, like, a bellowing scream and runs forward towards you with his, like, longsword. Like, very, like, Braveheart style way to be like, ah! And then kind of, like, just at the last second, trips on a small patch of ice and just, ah! And it goes wide. And that is going to be the end of his turn.
Can I say something to him quickly?
Yeah, sure.
You might have stepped into a bigger web than you realised.
However smart that pun is, it's currently lost on him because he's a dumb boy and he's very angry.
All right, I spit on him.
Yeah, you can spit on him as a free action. That's fine. Okay.
Can I say something to everyone, or do I need to sort of wait till my turn?
No, if it's to the group, just say something.
Yeah,
like,
just
or do you mean to, like, as the character?
Yeah,
Just-
in character.
You
Can I
say
talk
it, you
to?
can say it.
Yeah,
Is that right,
I'll say you have time to shout something. You haven't said anything on your turn, so yeah.
I didn't want to just shout something. I wanted to ask a question. So
You can ask the question, but you're not going to get answers until it's people's next turns. So
okay. Hold on.
Next
I
turn
suppose I won't
in
have-
our group is me, if that's helpful.
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't know that at this point, so that's probably okay. I won't. I'll leave it till my turn and
Okay.
maybe have more of a discussion.
Well, if you ask, then whoever you're asking can reply to you next turn.
It was just gonna kind of be a shout to everyone, question to everyone, but
Okay, but everyone's pretty much before you next turn, so it would
Oh, are
probably
they?
be easier asking it now.
yeah, just shout the question.
oh, okay. I was just gonna say, do we really want to kill this guy, or do we want to make him face justice properly?
Good question.
I
We'll
guess
ponder
we'll
that
see
until
how
our turn.
people take their turns.
Yep.
Now they have been asked this question.
Come on all
Okay.
day. I just went default, make him faint.
Okay, so next up is Cullen, so I'll make his dex check. 10 fails, so he gets knocked prone, takes half of his turn to move up, and then he takes one step in towards the center. His turn. Kalak, who is down next to him, let's make his check. Fails. And likewise has only movement to move one step in.
Yes, Fran, they are.
And Serena. Serena, let's make her next check. Oh boy, this is a lot of character sheets opening. Roll20 is not happy with me. Right. 14 fails. So she only gets one step forwards and moves in towards Vixen. Brings us back to Odie. It is your turn. Also, because the round has moved forward, the fires begin to spread a bit further.
I'm going to move. Yeah. To conjure animals.
Okay.
You gonna conjure elephants?
Animals.
Don't forget about my question.
My answer is bring him to justice.
Okay. What animals would you like to summon? / what animal?
Giant owls.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Challenge rating 2. You can summon a single giant owl.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that? You cut out there.
giant owls are a quarter challenge rating.
Oh, they're a quarter. Oh, I misread that entirely. Let me see. Yeah, 8 giant owls. That is more than one.
Now it works.
Yep. Okay, so
Still
let me
getting a bit
just
Lord of the Rings here.
Little
grab
bit.
some giant owls. Wasn't expecting that as a sentence today. I'll just grab these
Are you
giant
sure
owls.
where you're going with this, OD?
So where are you summoning these giant owls? Hang on, I'll put them down and then you can place them where you would
well,
like.
considering.
Oh my god, they're really giant.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Do I have to tell you where they are?
You can move the tokens.
You can move them around. You have control over these.
I'll move.
Be
Okay.
careful they don't fan the flames.
And
They
don't
don't
put them
what?
in the don't put them in the sleet.
Put you here then. You here.
1,
Oh
2,
god,
3,
there are so
3,
many.
4, 5, 6. Oh, this is a mess.
This is terrible.
This is great.
They will have to make all dexterity saving throws if you don't want to let them.
Okay. There are now.
I didn't see that coming.
Roll20 will love this.
Suddenly, there are 8 giant owls.
All named Odie as well.
Yeah, because I assumed there was going to be things you transformed into, so I put them as the default. And I'm not going to
This
individually
one's still in the
change them
sleep,
all.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'll move them. And I command them to just attack them, don't
Those-
kill them.
Those two in the front line to the left, they're in the
At the
sleep as
bottom.
well.
Okay. So we need to add giant owls onto the turn order, and you need to roll
Enjoy.
initiative for them as a group.
Oh, I can't move
So
Initiative 8 times.
What
No,
are
we
Carrie, you
just
need to
do it
move
as
to
one
the
group.
bottom.
These two.
The two at the bottom on the left. Their left hand side is still in the sleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll roll initiative for the owls just so that we can get that done.
How are
Let's
you
do it.
able to like draw on the map? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, it's there, isn't it?
Oh, do you want me to roll for them? Oh, no, you're
Okay.
doing it.
I've done it. Oh,
Can everyone see that line?
that was an
Yes.
Ta-da.
18.15.
That's the line of
Uh,
where the fire is.
Those down there. So
There's
remove
storm.
that.
Storm, not fire. Sorry.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
Icy storm.
And sending. Okay. So they've been summoned and they get to move and do things on their turn. Okay. With that mess of feathers, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm just gonna command them. You can.
What?
You cut out there, dear.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say, attack whoever you can. Don't kill them. Make them faint.
Can I please just clarify, not the party?
The not us.
Are they gonna know what us are?
Let me see.
Well, presumably they're linked to Carrie because she summoned them, so she knows. So they would know.
It would be weird if a
Is-
druid couldn't control their animals properly.
They obey any
I would
verbal
be
commands you issue
confused.
to them. If you don't issue them any commands, they just defend themselves from hostile creatures. So they have an understanding of what hostile creatures are. So they know who is
Yeah.
hostile and who is not. So it should be fine.
Yes. It would be
Otherwise, this would get
complicated
really,
if
really
not.
complicated.
Yes.
Okay. Also, because they are acting as a group, they can only target like one creature at a time. So for the sake of not having Roll20 explode, I'm going to delete all but one of these, and we assume there is a flock of them.
Okay.
No!
I know.
Yeah, we kind of
know.
need Roll20 to work though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
As fun as it is having the entire battlefield be taken up with giant owls.
Can we have the one that's near Vixen there?
Yeah,
No.
To
sure.
be there.
Let's say that they're all kind of like hovering around near Vixen. Vixen, you're
I
suddenly
thought we
surrounded.
needed one near Robert.
I mean,
Yeah.
Robert's not doing
He's-
anything right now.
Yeah, there's no point.
He's the biggest threat.
paralyzed.
But yeah, but we should kill him before the other ones get out of the storm. That was the point.
Exactly, yeah. He's the biggest threat
Well,
right now, so he
that's
would
what
be
we're
the
doing.
biggest.
All attack
Hang on.
Robert, please. All attack Robert. Until he's down.
I'm working on something else, but I held him for you.
That's fine.
Cast another spell, am I?
No, you're not able to do that.
Uh,
You're able to
far
move.
away from Robert Black as possible. I'm gonna move here.
Cool. Makes sense. Right. So, with that, Odie, you finished whatever that was. Druids, man. This is going to be a fun ride. So, top of his turn, Robert Black, who can do nothing. He stays paralyzed and looks very angry / terrified of the sudden owls. Emanora, it is your turn.
Did he make another wisdom save?
Let me check. If it's hold person, I believe it's just for as long as the spell lasts.
No, at each of his turns he can make a wisdom save.
Oh, each of his turns. Okay, can you pop it up in the chat again for me? Sorry, so I don't have to scroll all the way back.
Yeah, sure. It's not far up, but yeah. I
Please don't forget to give me your opinion on the question that I asked everyone.
Yes.
Do you want to pop your question up in Roll20 as well? Just write it out for me. Sorry, I'm just trying to find hold person.
Yeah, it's chill. I'll make the wisdom saving throw in the meantime. 9, so no. Okay, they can. Yeah, cool. 9 fails. He is still paralyzed. But thank you for being honest about that and not just going, yeah, he's still paralyzed.
No, it's fine.
Thank you, Ellen.
You could actually find out if Ellen heard that, if he heard Kata ask.
I just said it though, I didn't shout, so he won't have heard.
I
Oh,
will
fair
give Ellen another opportunity to hear the sudden owls that happened outside. Because that probably made a hell of a
Makes
lot of
sense.
noise.
Can we get one per turn at least?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that now. Ellen, make a perception check for me, please. 19.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah. You're sat downstairs, you can hear
flapping.
partying, and suddenly you hear what sounds like probably like a bunch of wings making a hell of a lot of noise outside.
Okay, so on the meantime, I was speaking with Roku,
Okay.
like trying to calm down all the people that was in the basement. How are they? How did they look like? Really nervous or?
Most of them looked like confused. Like they're just kind of like, okay, I guess we're here because it's safe and we should trust these people. And like after a little while, Hawk just got out like some cards and he started like dealing out cards to play a card game.
Okay.
So they've been kind of like busy trying to like keep
Do
themselves.
I know
occupied.
what's happening outside? Like that the city is burning and something like
Yes. Oh.
that? Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So, and one last question, and I will start doing things. I have this.
There.
1 second.
I think I know what the thing is you're going to say, but
Yeah, I know.
Is it Bardic Inspiration?
No.
no.
God damn it!
Why would it be bardic inspiration? He's only the bard.
Ah,
Okay. So I have this.
Okay.
But what I want is not in there. So I basically want Roku to have this advantage on. I want to have advantage on my charisma on Roku.
Why?
Okay. Depending on what it is that you were trying to do, if it was trying to, like, I would say it's the same effect if you're giving them disadvantage as you having advantage, basically.
Okay.
Like, mathematically speaking, it's the same function but reversed. So, if you gave her disadvantage on wisdom, that would probably serve your purpose.
Okay. So while I was there, I was just starting speaking with Thorvald, Caster, and Roku.
Mm-hmm.
Just I will make it short because it's a big fight and I don't want to delay the things. But basically, I'm just saying, okay, we have 3 of you here. You are people, important people of the city, and I can see that all of you are like a person for the people. I mean, it's what we need. So, Roku, somebody told me that you are in love with this lovely man of Thorvald.
Like,
Do you have to do that now?
Yes, I have
like,
because I won't have time if Vixen is there.
she's literally she's in the middle of like picking up some cards from the deck, and when you say like in love, she just kind of like fumbles her like hand of cards, and they just kind of like go on the floor, and she's just like,
Ellen, can I just point out some metagaming? Ellen wouldn't know that they are. He's not been there for any of the time that's gone on with Roku and me and Thorvald.
Actually, he has.
No, he was dancing in the bar.
No. Let me finish, please. When you guys went to see them in the morning, there was very much banging going on when you arrived, and Ellen went into the house, and she had to be like,
yeah.
no, please, out of the house, please. So he knows.
I'm not that stupid.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
I thought it was just me and Alicia there. I forgot Ellen was there.
No, it's pretty much
I'm just
everyone.
there. Okay, so we know that Caster has been chosen to be the Sal Lord, but come on, look at him. He's a wise man, but he's not like a face for the people. He doesn't treat. I mean, I won't say that he doesn't treat people well, but he doesn't treat people as well as you. And you have your lover here, and he's a really smart guy. Have you thought about like working together to bring this city like to a better place?
At this point, Caster kind of like chimes in, and he's just like, I'm a little offended, if I'm being honest right now. But regardless, I do see your point. I mean, obviously, she was. You came quite close to me in the election. You obviously have the support of a lot of people in the town, and I personally think that you're a very good person. I could have a position for you to work with me if that is something that you wanted, of course. And Roku just kind of like looks very like she has that look on her face of just like, I want to die, I want to die, I want to be anywhere but here right now. What is happening?
Do I see that? Like that she's really.
Make an insight check.
You can't.
Yeah.
Okay. I just grab her by the shoulders. I look at her like, Roku, come on. I cast Bardic Inspiration on her, if that works.
Sure.
You can do it. You have a really nice shop. Sorry. I'm really motivated. No. Fuck my speech. Yeah, well, I know you can do it, and this man needs you, and the whole city needs you. And Thorvald has his workshop here. I mean, you cannot live here. And I mean, what do you have in mind for your future? Being a herbalist the whole of your life, you can do big things now.
I mean, I'm doing big things already. I'm helping people. There are lots of people out there who need this support, and they don't have it unless I give it to them. And you know, that's I'm happy with what I have. I
But
wish that I could do more, obviously, but if I don't do this, then who will?
I will stop her when she says, "I wish to do more." Like, okay, you say it, and I'm not telling you that you should stop like helping the other people. You can do it while you work for a higher purpose. And I want to roll persuasion and get out of there. We can get. I don't want to make this scene really long.
Okay. It takes her a couple of seconds. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Fuck's sake! I have a +10.
It's 15. I'd say along with the bardic inspiration, she's like, yeah, roll a d6 to add on to that for bardic inspiration because it's working for your purpose.
Okay. Where is it? This.
20. She takes a couple of seconds and then thinks, I suppose if I'm still working to try and fix the problems, maybe they won't have as much need of me in that way, you know, if we can tackle the problem, then perhaps. And she looks at Caster and just says, there's a lot of people who have health issues in this town for various reasons, and you know as well as I do that we need as much of a healthy workforce as we can get. So, partnership? And Caster kind of like extends her hand and shakes hers and just says, I think we can do some good things together. And at this point, Ellen, there's a kind of like peaceful, happy moment, and suddenly you hear like a clusterfuck of wings from outside.
And I'm just really, what the fuck is happening outside? We're gonna have to keep it kid friendly. What the hell is going on outside? And I just turn around and like point to Hawk, like, take care of them. And I run outside and see what happens.
Make a perception check with advantage, please.
Okay. Why?
Just for fun.
Just for fun. You never asked the DM why. Come on, Fran.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
So you head upstairs, and I'll say it's going to take you about a turn to get to the battlefield from where you are. But then you'll be able to join, let's say at the top of next turn, roll initiative, and you join the order. Okay. I think that's as good a time as any for us to take our break, and then we'll be back to continue some more of this fight in a bit, guys. So
Cool beans.
don't go anywhere, and we'll see you when we get back.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Shaltosh Kelsila Troulul Twin Yana Shaltosh Untensila Ibahali Ulul Kwala Shaltosh Kurtexila Shresulush Chazukuth when Luplui Ninja Shioto Sagrust.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, let's get straight back into it. Emanora, it is your turn.
I answer to Kaida to a question. If you ask me, we should keep him alive. And then I do my majestic holding my sleet storm alive situation.
You do your JoJo poses at the sleet storm.
Yes. And that's all I could do.
Cool.
Keeping it up.
Next up, one of the guards. Let's make his deck save for him. 10, he fails, so he takes 1 step forwards, and that's the end of his turn. Kaida, it is your turn.
Hello. Okay.
Just as a thing for those who might not have come across it before, but you can deal as much damage as you want to someone and say, but I don't want to kill them. And that means you can make it so that it's knockout instead of kill. So just, if you want to knock him out, just keep doing damage.
Cool.
You're fine.
Thanks. That's what I needed to hear. I'm going to do exactly that.
Excellent.
So
And he is
oh,
incapacitated,
shit, I'm
so you get sneak attack damage automatically.
If you click
But
your
okay.
lines,
Yes,
you
also in
can-
5
I know,
foot.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Alessia is also in range, so it's fine.
Yes, yeah, I knew that, thanks. Cool. I'll just do the same thing again, essentially.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Let me see. That will still hit because you have advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Well, that's good this
And
time. But yeah, I don't want
9.
to kill him. I just want to knock
Okay.
him out.
He is bleeding very badly.
I'll just announce to the party, please don't kill him. Just knock him out.
Okay.
No one kill this nasty
Are we doing
person.
that for all of them or just him?
We would kill the rest, I guess, but I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think I'm too fussed about the rest. I know Vixen wants to try and talk to Serena, but otherwise.
Yeah.
They all can die.
And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Hi.
Hi. And I'll ready, I guess, as my bonus. Or hold or whatever it is.
I see.
Can I do that?
No, because you've already used your action this turn, so you can't hold an action.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was
Yeah.
looking at the wrong thing.
That's
Yep.
chill.
Okay, I'm good.
Cool. Vixen, it is your turn.
I'm going to just direct my my speech, carry on talking to Serena for a little.
Can you answer my question too?
I'm not really bothered at this point. I'm just going to sort of look over at Kaida and be like, meh.
Cool.
Do with him what you will. I'm not bothered.
I don't
Okay.
want him dead. So.
Okay. Serena.
She's just looking at you.
Hold on. Sorry, my mouse has got all funny.
It's alright.
Right. Sorry, I had to fix that. Right. Serena, I needed to seek you out. I've been looking to find you. I've also been looking to try and liberate you from your cell, but I see you've done that already, which is fantastic. I have a message for you directly from our Night Mother. I need to speak to you. I need you to either hear me out or stop fighting or anything. I'm not trying to sway you, but if I wanted to kill you or had means to kill you, I would have done so already.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Do I get
Yeah.
advantage for telling her about her brother?
I'd say the advantage is cancelled out by the fact that, like, there's currently a battle happening, and that's where this conversation is happening. So it's just a straight roll.
Oh, for goodness sake.
she's just kind of, she doesn't say anything. She just kind of waits until you're finished and then just says, "Are you done?"
No, I'm not done. I got your name directly from Lolth herself. I need you. There is something we need of you. Something directly from her. I know you are devout. You are probably the most devout among you. Your brother told me himself.
You see that kind of like, she kind of like narrows her eyes when you say that, and she just says, "The fact that you would have to use his name to try and convince me tells me that you are nothing more than a liar." She is not listening to anything you have to say. Okay. And having made that persuasion check, that uses your action this turn.
Okay.
So would you like to move?
Who got inspiration dies last game? Because I don't remember you popping it up. Or maybe I missed it.
I don't remember seeing it either.
No, I don't think it came up.
No one. You didn't do it this time.
Oh,
but
sorry, that's entirely on me.
I don't think it's that bad. Like, you can make it more special if you do it like after like more special.
I think I can just give it now because I know who it would have been. It would have been
Okay,
Vixen,
go on then.
Emanora, Elland.
Who?
Vixen, Emanora, Elland.
Can I try and use mine now to persuade her in what I just said?
Sure.
Okay, what did I have to roll? D6?
Roll a D6 and we can add it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
She's still not convinced. Instead of her thinking that like you're actively lying to her, it's now more that she's just like, if Lolth has something to tell me, she will tell me herself. Thank you very much.
Then ask her.
Okay. Odie, it is your turn.
It is the owl's turn.
It is Flock of 8 giant owls' turn.
This is so good. I want to have a picture of this. If I have some time, I will paint like a battle picture, how 8 giant owls crashing down on a battlefield.
Okay.
Right.
What would you like to command your owls to do?
Right. The owls to attack that vault next to Vixen.
Okay. So they move in and... I see. Have you got the giant owl character sheet up?
I can get it up. 1 second. Yep, got it.
Okay. So, yeah, make an attack.
Who's she attacking?
Vort. Against Vort. That misses, unfortunately. I'll say, like, they all try and swoop in to try and get, like, slashes off against Vort. But unfortunately, the sleet storm means that they kind of have to, like, stay at the edge of it and are trying to, like, grapple him with talons, and he's able to just kind of, like, move slightly further, like, back in a little bit to dodge out of the way pretty easily. Okay. Which brings us to this guard's turn. So, Dex check. Fails. Takes 1 step further towards the edge. He's just getting to the edge of the sleet storm, like...
They just don't want to. They're comfortable there.
A bit cold, maybe.
They were warm before, but because of the fire, now they appreciate the ice in there.
Anyway.
Okay. This one. Dexterity check for the next guard. Fails as well. Takes 1 step forward.
That's so good.
Oh man. Alessio, it is your turn.
Okay. So, what should I do? So, we don't want. So Robert's still like awake. he's not knocked down.
Not yet.
No, he's still awake. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to. I actually, can I say something? So I'm so angry because he hurt me so bad that I don't know, and I'm enraged myself.
Fair point.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw if you think you might not be fully in control.
Oh,
17. So in amongst all of this, like, you've been lost in your rage, you've been just like slashing away at this guy, but then something just brings you back. A single like thought comes into your head that kind of like anchors you and brings you back down again. What do you think that thought would be?
I don't know, like
Ouch, my hand.
wanting to punish him for everything, like death is a merciful thing, so I want him to be punished.
Okay, yeah. That thought
So,
comes into your head, and you kind of gain control of yourself again. You're still raging technically, but like you're like, okay, it's a cold rage.
Okay. So if I use my scimitar, will be fine.
Yeah.
Something else. Yeah. Okay. So then I will attack.
Pop him in the head.
Definitely hits. Roll your damage.
is he that badly wounded?
Yeah.
Very
What?
badly. After that attack, he is just barely still standing.
Okay.
What a rubbish,
Next one.
rubbish boss.
This will be actually
Hits.
going to take him out.
He is knocked out.
He a tired boy.
You see, just like he's still held in place by like the spell, but like there's no tension in his limbs anymore, and his eyes just kind of like roll back. He's just kind of like,
Okay. I think that's it for now.
cool.
Can I move and attack again, or is that possible?
Yes, you can take a
Yeah,
movement and still make your bonus
okay.
action attack.
Okay. So I'll just here. Is that okay?
Hasn't shown up on my screen where you're moving to yet.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then attack again.
Okay. Who are you attacking?
That buddy there. I know him. What's him called? Frank, can you tell
Vord.
me?
Oh, Vort.
Word.
Yeah. Okay.
I cannot see anything yet, so
That hits.
need your map.
Just hold on.
Okay. He's still standing, but just barely. Okay.
Are we knocking all of them out?
That's
Nah.
up to you.
I can I just repeat what I said earlier? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not too metagamey.
No.
I know
You
it's
can. You
not my
can.
turn.
Having seen that, like Robert's taken care of, you can be like, okay, like let's maybe chill.
Oh, I sort of said earlier, I don't really care about the others. I know Vixen wants to talk
Yeah.
to Serena.
Same
Yeah.
for them and Nora, that's what I said. The other ones can die, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Okay.
I agree.
Right. Next up is the guard who is currently being held in place. So, wisdom saving throw from that guy. Fails. So he is still both literally and metaphorically freezing on the floor.
This was a really good spell to cast.
Oh hell yeah. Crowd control.
Still standing in the back.
Yeah. Wisdom is not a common feature in thugs.
Mhm. Okay, it's Vort's turn. He is going to attack you this turn, Alessia. He is still in the cloud, but he's just going to stay there. So let me see.
Yeah, he has to make his dex save if it is his turn.
Oh yes, he does.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because he may fall prone. He does.
He falls prone and then stands back
Okay.
up again. He doesn't step out of the cloud, but he's going to attack Alessia regardless. So let's see. Okay, that hits, and you only take 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that's
Nice.
Oh boy, he rolled real bad. So he's basically like slipping around on the ice, trying to stay standing. Like falls over, like rolls back up onto his front, goes to try and attack you, and just kind of like, ugh! Like he is barely like, he's barely standing, both because he's kind of dying, and also because he's on ice. So, that's the end of his turn. Brings us to Kellen down here. So let's make a dex save him. That one. I'm gonna say he takes a point of bludgeoning damage just by like headbutting the ice for that. Like, if any of you could see that, like, you look at him and just like, ooh, you've probably lost a couple of teeth there. Ooh.
And lots of brain cells.
Yeah, he doesn't have many
Which
spare.
which ones?
So then Kellen takes one step forwards. He'd do a diagonal, actually, he'll be up there. That brings us to Halleck. Dex save. 3. He takes a single step this way.
Easy fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, man. You just shut this down. Good job, guys. Okay, it's Serena's turn. So she is going to make her dex save, first of all. 9. So she's able to take a single step forwards. And then let's have a look here. Yeah, let's go with that. So, Vixen, you see her kind of like look upwards and like clutch at her own symbol of Lolth and just says, Night Mother, give me strength. Please, guide me. And she is going to attempt to summon a demon.
Okay.
But
Oh.
she has to make a dex saving throw or a wisdom saving throw, also with my thing, because otherwise she can't hold concentration for spell casting. Does she need a concentration?
Can you pop that back up on the thing?
Yes, sure.
She made the dex saving throw so that she fell over and she stood back up again. My creature, blah, blah, blah. Creature starts
It's
its
on
turn.
the lower part.
Yeah, if a creature starts its turn in the spell's area and is concentrating on a spell. So yeah, at the top of the next turn, she would have to make the save to see if she can keep the spell going. But she does get to at least cast it. So let me see. If she gets 30 or less, she succeeds in summoning this demon. Anything else, she fails. She fails and takes...
What?
So she starts trying to call forth this demon, and Vixen, you hear in your head the voice of Lolth whispering almost like over your shoulder, saying like, "You see what I do to those who do not care about my message." And Serena just like starts bleeding from the eyes, nose, mouth, and just collapses on the floor.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
She is instantly dead.
That
Jesus
was a
Christ.
kamikaze spell. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I am
So, yeah.
shook.
We didn't really care about her, honestly. Well, at
Okay.
least I think.
We
Does
didn't. Tammy did.
Vixen have that spell as well?
Not like.
Shh, no.
Please tell me you don't
Not
have
yet.
that spell.
Um,
Oh, goodness
I
sake.
will get that spell.
So yeah.
Oh, please don't do that.
Top of the round, the flames continue to spread, and Elland, please roll a initiative for me, please. I'll put a token on for you. Give me a second.
Okay.
There you go. You're in the door next to Eminora.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh. What are you doing here?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Late on the scene.
Here comes our fumbling part.
Oh,
What's
I hate
all
my-
this? What's going on up here? Ooh, that looks interesting.
Can we say he
Hiya.
literally ran out the door so fast he fell flat on his face on the floor?
No.
I let you choose whatever happens.
It's more
It's
so
distraction
what happens
tactics.
is you run upstairs and you're like, let me see what's happening, and you run out just in time to see like 8 owls flying into a wall of sleet and then a woman just like spontaneously bleed to death, and you're just like, oh, that's what's happening out here. Okay.
Pretty standard stuff for us.
Cool. You're just kind of like taken aback by whatever this is. Oh, and you also see Robert Black like apparently unconscious but just kind of standing still, like
Rigid on the floor.
okay. So top of the round, Odie, it's your turn.
Cast. Yeah. Put it. A dinger square.
Sorry, I couldn't hear any of that. I heard Dinga Square.
Yeah, that's all I had too.
If it's
If I cast, be able to cast it where those two guards. Yeah.
There was
If
massive
you
lag.
cast something where those two something.
hold down your mouse, click to ding the square. That's what you need to do. Like just click your mouse and hold it down where you want it to go. There you go.
Okay.
Cast it.
Cast it here.
If that's where you want to cast it.
What are you
cast it.
casting and where? I know where you're casting. What do you want to cast?
What?
What do you want to cast?
What's the name of the spell?
Flaming sphere.
Put it
Right.
up.
Yes, you could cast it there.
And I think that's it.
Okay. I will
Is it?
put that down. Give me a second.
Wait.
Oh, you're
what?
casting.
Oh no. Wrong one.
Okay, we'll ignore that. Okay. Oh
No.
no!
Why? I'm clicking the right one.
You're casting flaming spear, yes?
Yes.
Okay. There's a flaming sphere.
I've just put it up for you.
Okay. Let's just accept that roll.
Yeah,
Just
use
for the
mine.
sake of yeah. Okay, so with flaming sphere, it's all of them within 5 feet of it. Wait a second.
Yes.
I can tell you if you need it.
All of them within 5 feet. Okay, so yeah, both of those. Regardless, both of those guards just like they've fought their way to the front of the thing. They're like, yes, we're gonna push through, and suddenly just like they just burn instantly. They're gone. They are dead. So, good job. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Corner.
Ah, Odie, it's fine. You did good.
You did good.
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'll do nothing else.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, God, gotta love technical difficulties. Right.
This
Robert's
is going to be hilarious when
unconscious.
she plays this back to watch it again.
Yeah. Emanora, it is your turn.
You can
Still-
guess what I'm doing, right?
You
Yes,
are
they're
voguing the
keeping my
house
sleets.
down.
I am still doing my sleet storm situation. I just look over to Ellen and I say, "Look, Ellen, that's how I like my enemies. How my drinks on ice." That's it. That's it.
More bard than the bard.
Okay. We'll say that's why Elland is just not reacting. The joke was just so bad. He's just like, I don't know how to process this information.
I mean, yeah, this could be on my league of jokes. Yeah.
Okay. Next up is this guard here. So here we go again. Deck save. Oh, come on, roll 20. It's chugging along. Nope, fails. So he moves a single step forwards and just sees his friends burning in front of him. He's just like, ooh. Kada, it's your turn.
Okay.
Someone should be taking care of the fire.
I don't think there's much I can do about it. Are there any water sources around?
You can make an investigation check to see if you can spot any.
No.
Indeed, that is a no.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Not
Okay.
even a puddle.
The guys will come out at some point out the sleet storm. They
Yeah.
don't take damage, and they're in the lower part, and there's nobody at the moment. So you can already start positioning yourself and maybe get the bow out or something, whatever.
Yeah, I'll just move down, I guess. And ready an attack just in case they come out.
Okay, yep.
Are you going to sneak? You could hide.
Yeah.
Since they're all in a sleet, they can't. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Bonus action hide. Make a stealth check for me, please. Yeah, that's good enough.
Advantage cloak.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, advantage cloak.
Advantage. There's
Oh,
she
yeah.
has the cloak of Elvenkind.
17. Yep, good enough.
You so stealthy.
Yeah, the rest of you are pretty useless by now. Odie, you see her walk like about 15 feet in a straight line and suddenly she's just gone. You're just like, oh. Let me see. Vixen, your turn.
I grab my mace with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
I swing it over my head like an absolute raging lunatic, and aim for the skull of Vord in front of
Okay, make your attack. That hits. You cave in his skull where he stands. There's a brief second when it just kind of like, and then he stays standing for a second and then just slumps to the ground.
I spit on him once more.
Ha!
Okay. Next up, giant owls.
Hey. You've... on
No. They again, they're trying to like swipe their way in through the fog, but it's just not able to hit anything. Okay.
let live.
Alessia, it's your turn.
So I'm going to leave this poor lad for Vixen or anyone to do something, and I'm going to go for the named ones. So can I move here?
Just be careful, because if you move into the fog, you'll then be under the whimsy of the.
Yeah, don't go into the fog.
What's
Yeah,
the line in the middle of the?
Don't
of
go into the fog.
That's
Just
the
wait
fog.
for them.
That's inside the fog. You've gone over the
Okay.
line and into the fog at that point.
Okay.
So what should I do then?
I don't know.
You can hold your action.
Yeah, you can move closer down to them and then just hold your action. And if they come to you, you can then beat them up.
Okay, so I'll just go down there.
Okay. You are ready just in case. So next up is a guard who has to make a wisdom saving throw. And fails it. He is still just like on the floor.
Have
Unable
they
to do
passed?
anything.
Have they passed any roll?
No. Not a single person has passed either dexterity saving throws or wisdom saving throws yet.
One did. I'm not sure which one, but one went 3 steps instead of just one. One did.
Oh yes.
Once.
Vort did. Vort succeeded his dexterity.
Yeah, once.
Not that it helped very much
And
for
now
him.
he's resting forever.
Yeah. Let me see. Next up is Kellen. So dex check. No. But it's enough for him to move 1 step up. And Alessia, you get a hit off against him. So make your attacks.
Boom.
Uh, 13 does not hit.
Okay, got another one.
You get another one, yep. 26 definitely hits. Okay, 9 points of damage. You get off a decent slash that goes up along his chest with your second scimitar. But that's all you get.
Another one.
You don't get another one because you've had to use.
Okay.
You only get to ready an action, not a bonus action.
Okay.
So yeah, you get your 2, but only 2. So let me see, and then he is going to use his action to attack you, Alessia. Let's see. "17 hits. You take 13 piercing damage, which is halved down to 6 because you're raging.
Okay. So, should I use it now or not?
Not really.
6.
Okay.
23.
That's the end of Kellen's turn. Okay, so it's Halleck now. Second. Come on, roll 20. He fails, but only just. So he can take 1 step forwards, and that's the end of his turn. Let me see. Elland, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me just click one place. Okay. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So in my turn, I just turn myself directly to Emanora and tell her, if you ever see Idris again, you have to explain her what will happen now. And I just run. I walk away from her like to here, while grabbing a stone from the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and I start like whispering at the stone, and you can hear like some I don't know how to, as it was like parcel tongue, something like that.
Okay, yeah. like sinister
And
whispering.
I throw the stone and I cast our beloved spell, Shatter, exactly there.
Shatter. Oh, okay.
I've calculated everything to not hit anyone. So, and I'm using level 3, why not?
12 thunder damage. Okay. See, so the guard is just instantly dead. Halleck also falls. Kellen is barely still standing, but he is standing. He is bleeding very badly. Okay.
If I was that bar, I would be running away like that guard.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, there's
I
now
think-
like 2 of them left. I doubt they will be wanting to continue to fight, but when it gets to their turn, they get to decide that. So, Odie, it's your turn.
Can I do one last thing on my turn?
Yeah, sure.
Can I copy Emanora's JoJo pose?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I
It
will
is-
copy that.
yeah. It's
What
a
is a
free action to
JoJo
JoJo. Oh, we will explain later. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thorn whip. That guy.
Okay. Hits. Roll your damage.
What?
Click
Click
on
the
Thorn Whip to roll
Thorn Whip.
damage. Yep. He is dead.
Boom.
Okay.
Mother
Robert Black is
fluffer.
still unconscious.
I mean, if you don't have anything else to do, I would like some health.
Don't. Off.
What?
She said she wanted health, and I can't give that.
Oh, right.
No, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Emanora, it's your turn again.
I will just snap away the sleet storm with like one movement. Just let it go away.
Okay.
Dismiss it basically. And okay, no, I won't do that. I will just firebolt the dude. Just because why not?
Sure.
After the ice, there
That's
comes
not
the
going to hit
fire.
Alessia, is it?
No, it
Can you
won't.
reach?
It's 120 feet, so yeah, easily.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Firebolt away.
Easily best spell in the game.
13 does not hit. It does, however, hit a small patch of the field, so there's now slightly more fire than there was.
Okay.
God damn
Oh
it.
no.
Okay. Kada, it's your turn.
Hello, yeah. Am I able to move here?
We'll say so, yeah, because the owls are kind of like flying above.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, ignore that. The thing's gone now, isn't it? So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter actually. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, Bart's just gonna follow me because why not?
Yeah.
And I will attempt to hit this guy.
Okay. That hits. Roll your damage.
Boom.
And Kellen is down.
Yes. Go team.
And with
Easy,
that,
easy.
everybody that was facing off against you has been dealt with. With the
I do
fog cloud
something?
lifted, yep, you can do whatever you like. Let me just pop you back onto this, and then I'll go
Take the
back to
corpse.
Yeah. Well, can we loot some people?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to do some looting.
I
need
want
some
to-
money,
I want-
so I will.
I'm going to
I
loot
will go
Serena's
for
corpse.
Thing.
Okay, one person at a time. Tammy.
Can I loot Serena's corpse?
Yes, you can.
What do I find?
On Serena's corpse, you find 13 gold.
Not participate in this looting.
Shush.
Okay, Odie
Harry,
does not
you're so
participate. So yeah, you find that, and you find what seems to be her own personal copy of the Books of Lolth, which seems to be quite heavily kind of like notated and bookmarked and all these kind of things. But beyond that, she
Ooh.
doesn't seem to have anything else on her.
Okay, well, I take the books because that's quite interesting.
Yes, Kada.
I'd just like to loot like the guards and stuff that are around me.
Okay.
I was first.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
loot half the guards that are around me.
Alessia, what did you want to do?
I want to loot Robert and take all his money.
Okay.
Only the money.
And
That's
my
I don't
plan
know
as well,
what,
but I guess-
what do I found?
The glaive looked really nice, honestly.
You get 33 gold off Robert, and his weapon. When you kind of like pick it up in your hands, you notice it actively grows to suit the size of you when you pick it up.
Giggity.
I would like to make a suggestion here.
I take that.
Because
is
this
it?
will be
Glaive.
just based on looting. I don't know how we can decide this in a party now, but I think it's a little bit weird that basically the person who shouts first loots then, and we're not really handling it as a party.
I shouted first because I was next in line on the initiative.
Yeah, but I just think we can solve this. Like, I think we all can agree that we will not decide to give a strong weapon to the bard. I think we can all make decisions, and I think we should.
Olivia picked it up, not Fran.
For the
And we
sake,
can share the
Yeah.
money.
I will
Yeah.
say for the sake of it, to make these things simpler, there will be a distinction between looking at someone's body to figure out if there's something that you specifically would find interesting and looting just all of the general stuff to share out later. Those are two
Yeah.
different things.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah,
Also-
because to this point we didn't share anything, so some of us don't have any gold.
We shared
Also,
all the gold
maybe-
in the church.
yeah, all
That's
the
not quite
golden
true. We
church got
shared all
shared
the
out
stuff in
equally.
there.
Maybe Kada can be the one to say when we.
Yeah,
I think
I
one person can loot and then we share everything. Like, as I said, we won't be stupid. Like, if there's something that's strong for someone, that's the person who will get it.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I agree in terms of looting, but I don't agree in terms of role playing.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
separate
agree.
mechanically how this will work, because I don't think you guys aren't going to agree on this in a roleplay sense, at least not at this point. But mechanically speaking, it's much easier and much more streamlined for me to just tell you, here's all the loot that you get, and then between you decide where it goes, and then we can say.
But this is it. Once we get like a bag of holding or anything like that, then that's when that will come into play. Because it'll all go in that, won't it?
It's more about the gold. I think about the items, we don't have to like really fight. Like, there's a special type of item for everybody where it makes sense. Or if there are two characters who would like to have an item because they think it's good for them, then you can have a discussion about it. It's more like in terms of gold, where I try to say,
for now,
if we get it together because we had a fight together, we should share it.
For now, I'll just say we'll discuss this off stream and we'll figure out exactly how we want to handle this, because we're getting towards the end of the episode anyway.
So, one last question.
Yes.
You said that you would the course of action would be different in terms of looting and looking for a specific thing that might be interesting.
Yes.
Will it be like this, or you will just give us like a list of items and then we will decide?
If you're wanting to look for something that's not just like, I want to take all the stuff and then we split it equally, you can tell me that you want to investigate their body, and then you make an investigation check.
Okay, perfect.
Where we? Can I have my nice weapon?
Glaive.
I feel like everyone would probably agree that the giant
Yes.
glaive should go to the giant person.
I only want to ask one thing. Is Robert, does he wear any symbol of any other, well, is he a drow?
No, he's human.
Okay, so doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, Robert, right.
How do I like this?
So yeah. we're coming to the end of the episode anyway, so we'll just say that with this, with the battle done, you guys all kind of gather around Robert, still held in place, and still unconscious. At this point, due to the commotion, a small crowd of people have started to make their way out of the tavern, and can see kind of the situation around you. They all start to kind of gather and talk amongst themselves, and with that, I think that's where we're going to fade out on the episode. Just kind of the image of the people gathered outside this bar. Some of the fields still burning.
I was just going to say about that.
And that's where we're going to finish off for tonight. So, thank you very much, guys, for playing, and thank you for watching, for those of you who are. Just to say, as always, we are presented by and in association with Horsham Gamers. We are a local group who cover the whole range of gaming, through from tabletop and roleplay stuff like this, through to esports, competitive gaming, anything you can think of. If it's anything to do with gaming or nerd culture in general, we're interested in it too. We're a rapidly growing community, and we are very much looking forward to meeting some more people. So if you'd like to come meet us, then if you just head down to all of the social links down below, our Facebook group, Horsham Gamers. You can find us on Twitter at Horsham Gamers, and also our Discord channel where we do the majority of our kind of discussion and stuff. We'd love to meet some more people, and we'd love to see you at some of our upcoming events. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure we did. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.